Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Star Trek Online. By the way, while we're here, before we go get something, let's take a look at the completed. Let's click reward. Not quite yet. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Let's go talk to the drunken Scotsman. That was a terrible Scottish accent. Just terrible. Okay.
Did you get the quantum flux regulator? Nerve tonics? Ugh! You don't look like you need one of those! These wee beasties are troublesome, but they're not as bad as a ship full of angry Romulans. Now, I have been known to enjoy an occasional nip of Scotch whiskey. That's the only nerve tonic you'll ever need. Why do you need to know about them?
Come on.
Oh, for Cassidy. Now that makes sense. She's a bonny lass, that Cassidy, and more than willing to spend a little time with a right Starfleet officer, if you know what I mean. But she hasn't got the stomach for fighting. Is she alright? I hate for anything to happen to her. Glad to hear it. Sounds like she needs something to take a wee bit of the edge off, and that happens to be one of my specialties, along with transwarp transporter technology and warp field mechanics. Cassidy's been meeting me every evening in the bar for a spot of cheer, but I've never seen her order a nerve tonic. Perhaps if I told you what she likes, you'll be able to figure out the right mix. The bartender will help you. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassidy didn't like the salty taste of the Albion brandy, but she really enjoyed the fact that it was garnished with a drop of honey that floated on the top of the drink.
Something sweet.
Bah, garnish is getting in the way of a fine beverage, if you ask me. Can you imagine putting a wee piece of pineapple in a glass of 20-year-old single malt? It's preposterous. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. The only time I saw Cassidy ordering blood wine was when she was feeling under the weather. Poor lass. She liked that it was served warm, but she hated those blasted heavy metal mugs that Klingons use, and the potency of it was a bit much for her to handle. A girl like Cassidy needs something with a little less kick.
So she'll want something sweet?
I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Zele brought Cassidy a Denevian mead a few nights ago. Ugh, terribly sweet stuff, like drinking syrup. Cassidy didn't like the cloying sweetness, and the wee bird broke out into hives because she was allergic to the fruit garnish. I'm not ordering any of that stuff again.
So not too sweet, but not too sweet.
I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassie and I got into a drinking contest with a Klingon one night, and we ended up drinking fire wine. It's not as good as Scotch, mind you, but it's better than drinking warp core coolant. The next morning, after she picked herself up off the floor, Cassidy told me that the fire wine was so spicy that she was afraid it had eaten a hole through her stomach. I had to send her to see Bones for a checkup. Also, she said that drinking from those shallow bowls made her feel like someone's pet targ.
Okay.
I've seen Cassidy order these
Spicy.
drinks.
Martini.
Martinis aren't my cup of tea, as it were, but Cassidy seems to like them. She appreciates that a martini should be served as cold as possible, but since she nurses her drinks, the cold tends to dissipate, and she doesn't get the full effect. She's quite fond of those fancy stemmed glasses, though.
Okay, so stemmed glass, slightly sweet, not spicy.
I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassidy really likes the little pick-me-up of a drop of Skagarian whiskey, but she doesn't like the wee shot glasses or the silly paper umbrellas. Who ever heard of putting a wee paper umbrella in a glass of whiskey? It's sacrilege. If I ever go to Skagara, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks. Cassidy really likes her Sumerian sunsets, mostly because of the sour taste. She hates that the drink is so weak and has been trying to convince the bartender to add garnish to it to make the happy feeling last longer. But he won't, because then it wouldn't be a Sumerian sunset. Me, I say a drink is a drink. If the lady wants a garnish, give her one. I've seen Cassidy order these drinks.
Okay. Alright. Got a halfway decent idea of what to order. So, dainty glass for the lady. Beat it.
What can I get you? I'll need some more details before I can make a drink for you. If you need help,
likes
what
it
kind
cold.
of flavor profile are you looking for?
Sour?
How strong do you want this drink to be?
Pick me up should do it.
How would you like this drink to be served?
Steady
And
glass.
last but certainly not least, what
And
kind
a
of
drop
garnish?
of-
This should be all the info I need. I'll put the drink.
Alrighty. There you go, sugar.
Do you have a drink for me? Do you have a drink for me?
It's annoying. It's like getting a drink in Utah. They have to set it down for you. You can't watch it being made, so you have no idea what's going in it.
Do you have a drink for me? Ah, this drink is too cold.
Okay. It's too hot. I thought you liked it cold. Whatever. Okay.
What can I get you? I'll need some more deep. What kind of flavor profile? How
Like
strong do you
sour.
want this drink to be?
Pick me up.
How would you like this drink to be served?
Glass.
And last but certainly not least,
Drop on.
what kind? This should be all the info I.
Alright. Should be good to go.
Do you have a drink for me? I love warm drinks. They're so relaxing.
Okay. Got that.
There's a lovely sour note to this drink. I feel so refreshed. There's just enough oomph to this drink to make it really stick with you. I like that. I love the style of this glass. It accentuates the flavor of the ingredients. Honey, oh, that bit of sweetness is just perfect. It adds the most delightful note to each sip. Ah, that is marvelous. I'm feeling much better now, thank you. What tool was it you needed? A quantum flux regulator Mark II? I have one of those right here. Please take it as a thank you.
Ugh. Give me what I want, I'll go away. Hang on.
The right tool for the right job. I'll start making the adjustments, but I don't know if I've got enough time. You can't change the laws of physics. The triolic energy levels keep rising, and sensors show the blasted comet is to blame. Modulating the shields is not going to be enough. Something needs to be done about that comet if we're going to live to see the morning.
Okay. Let's go. Alright, let's go take out that frickin' comet. The closest comet's trajectory will take to Juzana Station, Captain. You destroy the comet while we still have time. Okay. Sir, group click on vessels just enter the system. Ship's hailing us, put on screen now.
Ah, a ship from the house of Duras. I am Captain Bavat, son of Warat, and leader of my house. My brother died due to Duras' treachery. I will avenge his death with the destruction of 100 Duras ships. Prepare to die!
Okay, just disable him. Alright. Okay. Should I actually know what that is? Yeah. I'm on it. Damage on my head. That's okay, we're good. Okay. Hey, already. Oi. And seriously. Come on, turn. feel it. What the? Seriously?